Oh, that's a good squid.
Living the dream, Dale. We're going to fit it in the fridge.
Windy days call for practical activities on the boat, and I've been bugging Troy to show me how to make Dyneema soft shackles that we use a lot for board and rule now. Welcome to Free Range Sailing. For those of you that are new here, I'm Pascal and this is Troy. For the last 4 years and 180 episodes, we've circumnavigated Australia, culminating with a very demanding year refitting our 1969 Australian-built Clansman 30 sloop-rigged yacht and sailing her across the Great Australian Bight. Now we've returned to our home state, we're taking the time to explore some of the places we didn't get the chance to see as much of before. Join us each week for more great sailing, fishing and adventure as we cruise the West Australian coast. We said goodbye to Abrolhos Island and sailed south to an anchorage near the salt mine at Useless Loop to await a weather window to continue our return journey southwards to Perth for Christmas. Some of the purest sea salt in the world is produced right here in Shark Bay. Long sunny days and shallow water makes the seawater in Shark Bay inlets 50% more salty than ordinary seawater. As a result, Useless Loop was enclosed and evaporation ponds were built in the 1960s to start mining salt here. An extraordinary thing has happened. It's dead calm and it's hot. We need to go out looking around here and see what we can find. And I need to fetch Troy a hat.
Before my head just bursts into the flame.
We're armed and dangerous this morning. Retrieve. Oh, that's a good squid.
Living the dream, Dale.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a good technique. Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing? You sideways. Let me down. You're a
Oh, more.
troublemaker.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that was a nice little session. I'm pretty happy because it's our favourite food. So, I'm just got to process it now. Take the beak out. There's the bitey bit of the squid.
Let me pull out.
Crazy stuff.
Nature's plastic.
Nature's plastic.
You just jumped in the water.
Half-time swim to go get the squid.
You didn't see it in the bottom of the bucket.
No, I didn't. All's well there as well though. That is a very bountiful morning. We've got quite a few days of squid. So we've got soups there in the tentacles. Obviously we've got the squid tubes. And we got way more snapper bait than what we could imagine using.
Good work.
This time the bucket is in. At this time of the year, on this part of the WA coast, going hard to weather in a sloppy sea but just moderate winds is a window. So we're heading south because we're going to be getting some southeasterlies and some southwesterlies, so it'll help us make faster tacks. But at the moment we're getting a lot of bounce, a lot of swell on the cross because they're bouncing off the cliffs there. Swell comes in, hits the cliff and comes out this way. So you get a real cross sea. It should settle down.
Oh my goodness. Were you recording? Yep.
Who wants to tighten this to put on you?
I feel like this might be the biggest yellowfin we've gotten on Marul.
Feels like it.
Yeah. It's amazing. I had to put the camera down to help Troy, obviously. It's a little bit lumpy. I didn't help much. Pretty much did it all by himself.
I'm a little bit worse for wear.
Alright, that was a good fight. You got it in quick.
I need to get back underway to make a bit of stability.
Yeah.
Just lolling about.
Gaffing it was hard work.
It was hard work.
Oh wow, that's a fat tuna.
You're going to fit it in the fridge?
We'll have to make it work.
You got a progress report for us there?
We're doing hull speed, which is 7.5 knots, and big ship, the DL Tulip. I actually think they might have just started to alter course to pass the stern, but we've sort of been we've known for a few hours that we're going to be coming close to them, but not super close. And we haven't been able to call them on the radio, but it looks like they're actually altering course a bit to pass the stern, which is cool. But we've already gone across their path on the GPS. It's always a bit nerve-wracking.
They're still far enough away that they're disappearing beneath the waves.
Yeah. First time the whole trip we're not close hauled. We're reaching into the Abrolhos, which is just fantastic. We're not gonna come on! Still got a shipwreck sign on the GPS though.
I like that shipwreck sign.
We made it here to the Abrolhos, and in the nick of time it's blowing like crazy now from the south. And windy days call for fun craft activities on the boat, or practical activities on the boat, and I've been bugging Troy to show me how to make Dyneema soft shackles that we use a lot aboard Marul now. I've got some of this Dyneema that we're going to repurpose into soft shackles, and Troy's going to show me how to do it. But perhaps he should just give us a rundown first of the various uses that we have for them and the various types of soft shackles.
Soft shackles are really, really handy. Because they're soft, we can use these to hang up our wet weather gear outside to dry up, attach buckets to things, of course, like stuff like this. We'll be putting it in around the yacht, holding things like the boom vang, everything. We use these now for just about anything that doesn't need to contact the bottom of the seabed. Really, that's like the shackles in our anchor system are still there. So anything that really needs to resist friction against metal or rock can't have a soft shackle, but we use these things in a lot of different places.
In a quick dash around our deck, you can find soft shackles holding the blocks in our self-steering system, the attachment point for our boom vang, securing our spinnaker pole to the stanchions up forward, as a lifting point for our dinghy, and for attaching the main sheet from the traveller to the boom. None of these soft shackles have shown any sign of wear over the last 12 months of hard use.
So this is the type that we use now. We did used to have some of these, and we'll just have a bit of a look here, and we'll go through that. So this is the second type of soft shackle that we used aboard Marul, where I had the two legs separated, and that makes it easy to open the loop but then also close it down again when you want to, and then this berry, because I just thought it looked neater. I don't know about if it gives you any more strength. I mean, one is a little bit of a wear path, and then you've still got the strength there, and then the weakest part of just about anything is the knot, so there's the diamond knot on the end. But if I show you this one, this is the soft shackle that we primarily use now on Marul. It's really, really quick and simple to make, and because they're not a disposable item, but I want to be able to make them very, very quickly. This is the ones that we use now, so I don't bother with any berry at all. And the nice thing about that is, because the two of them are side by side, you can see that the bearing surface, these are two different diameters, but you can see that the bearing surface, they tend to spread over whatever you're shackling and bear it much more nicely than that. So with that one, you've got a nice wide bearing surface. It's really, really easy just to open them up, feed the loop, and then close them again. When it's night time and your hands are cold, having tricksy little soft shackles is a real pain in the backside. So these ones have a lot going for them. They're easy to manipulate when it's dark and you can't actually see them, all right, or it's low light. You can see it but not really well. You can do it really easily by feel. And having a bigger diameter also means that it's easy to manipulate with cold, wet, yachty hands. The stopper knot that we use for these is just a straight up diamond knot or button knot. We find that they're plenty strong. You know, I think this knot's only 1.3 times as strong as Dyneema. You know, it's not like 2.5 times. But what we like about these is they're very quick to tie. So while we don't regard anything as straight up disposable, soft shackles are one of those things that we want to be able to just, in our spare time or even on the go, just quickly knock one up and put it into use. Soft shackles take a longer piece of Dyneema than you would imagine. For most of ours, I have found a piece as long as my arm is suitable, and that is about 800mm or 30 inches. Midway along the length we cut, I insert the fid and pull one end through. This will be a sliding loop that fastens around the stopper knot to close the soft shackle. To get the correct size of the finished loop, we insert a piece of Dyneema as a gauge. Next, determine how long you want the soft shackle before locking it in place with a Brummel lock splice. We try to get the fid through the centre of the Dyneema line and avoid splitting the yarns. There's many ways to tie the diamond knot, but we find this way the simplest to remember and show someone who's learning to tie one for the first time.
And the back over the top and through.
We've tried to show this as clearly as we can so that you end up with a carrick bend, and this is fairly straightforward. The tricky bit is to get the two ends around the opposite standing legs and up through the centre of the diamond in the middle of the carrick bend.
Shows it from the top.
If the knot doesn't come out with both ends next to each other and exiting from the centre, it's most likely that you didn't cleanly go through the centre of the carrick and you need to go back a step. It does take a little bit of practice. To finish the knot is just a question of tightening all the strands around and through so that everything is of even tension before pulling it as tight as you can and the knot is as hard as you can make it. When we cut off the ends, we leave a bit of length for security, even if it does look a little bit scruffy.
By Jove, I think I did it! I think. Let's not get too excited. Tongue out.
First soft shackle.
All by myself.
Yeah.
Cool. Now I should try a skinny one now.
Soft shackle mania.
Thanks everyone for watching this week. If you enjoyed the video, thanks also for hitting the like button, as it really helps to get our video recommended to other like-minded people. Until next time.